Hi folks, my name is Nikhil. In this video, we're going to talk about AI chatbots in detail. Now imagine you have a dental clinic, and the dental clinic has a lot of users, and those users who live in that vicinity wants to know about different services, that dental clinic provides, or wants to know about, let's say, root canal surgeries or different surgeries, and what is the cost and whatnot. There are so many different queries and problems users face in their daily life. Now, if we leverage AI, we can help the users solve their problems, solve their queries in the most efficient way 24 by 7 using a chatbot. That is exactly what we're going to do today. Um, This chatbot which I have created, which I'll be showing, is a chatbot for a dental clinic. They have a website, but the thing is, the users won't go to through their website, uh, since it's a you know boring task, and that is where a bot comes in. A bot will navigate the users through all the information that they need specifically, and also at the end of the conversation the chatbot will try to capture the lead, their name, their contact addresses, and and then the business owner, in this case the dental clinic, can reach out to the user saying that you came to our chatbot, or came to our website asking about these services. How can we help you? That's the agenda which we are trying to solve. Now, who are we guys? We are a bunch of folks who have specialization in AI and other fields, and our only agenda, only mission of our company, Beeros AI, is to help small and medium-sized companies or startups leverage AI and become efficient and save them their time and their money, which is the precious things in a company, in a business. And yeah, so these are the services that we provide currently: AI chatbot and AI automation. And the costs or the charges depends from work to work. It can vary from 200 to $1,000 per month. That is the range we work in. And yeah, so let's dive right into the work. This video will be a little detailed and will have a lot of technicalities. I'll try to solve each uh, problem by giving example, and then we'll see how it goes, right? All right. Now the software which you are going to use for this video is called Voiceflow. Voiceflow is an industry standard. It's used to create, AI chatbots, and it has a lot of features. That is where we come in, since we are aligned on what Voiceflow features are. We can create a bot for you, and not only that, we can maintain that bot, and we can integrate this bot with multiple other things. So let's start. When a user comes to the bot, we greet the user using a simple text, and then we ask, what do you want to know about? And then we give some options to the user. All right, let me quickly run through the start button, and then we'll see how the chat goes. It starts and it says the welcome text: welcome to the Peel Dental Studio. I'm a chatbot to help you out with your queries for your happy tooth journey. What do you want to know about? Now, I have what I've done here is that this is a simple text. This is a simple text, but these are the options uh, that the user gets. Now, when I say options, there are two things. One is that the button part, that you get to see these three buttons. The other is that the intent. Now, when we are talking about AI, It's important to get to know the intent of the user and to match that intent with specific options, right? Now I've maintained and I've created three options, three choice. One is gum disease, root canal, and whitening. Whenever the user, you know, if you could see here, when I start this block of the whole chatbot, uh, it shows me these three options. But apart from these three options, it also let me type something, right? Now I can type here gum diseases for my tooth, right? I can type n number of things here. This AI software, what I have configured, will connect that text to all these three options. So it gives me the most prevalent form of gum disease is gingivitis, which affects just the gums, but it can also lead to periodontal diseases such as chronic diseases and bone loss. And then it gives me three options again. Let me click on this and see what happens. Okay, it when I click on this block, it tells me, oh, so you want to learn more about. Now what is this problem? The problem, this, if you can see here, the word in this curly braces is nothing but a variable which I have set. Variable, you can see, say a box which I have set. I've given a value to that box, right? Whenever the user clicks on one of these three options, the variable problem sets to the option which I've clicked. Let's say I've clicked root canal, problem is set to root canal. If you can see here, this variable is set to this answer. In the next block, I show that, oh, so you want to learn more about the variable. Now the variable is already set in the previous block. It says about the gum disease. So the variable is equal to gum disease. Now what else? Um, what else do you want to know about? Let me type something here. Um, what else you want to know about it? It gives me a text and then it says, what else do you want to know about this gum disease? I want to know about the cost of gum disease surgery. I want to know the cost of the gum disease surgery. Let me check if it gives the answer, correct answer. Okay, it gives me the cost of the gum disease treatment, but how is that possible, right? Have I given this chatbot, this software, all the information does it need to answer these questions? Yes, I have created a knowledge base in which I have given all the information I know about this clinic from that website, uh, and this software has read all the articles and read all the information I've given, and whenever the user asks a question, it answers from that document or from that knowledge base. This is how it works. It's basically a chat GPT, but on a custom document, on a custom knowledge base, right? This is what it is. It ask me, do you have more questions? I say yes. All right. And now, whenever I say yes, you can see here it goes to block 8 again. I've mentioned it here. Whenever it goes to yes, it says it goes back to block 8 and when at no, it goes to the next block. What else do you want to know about Gumdi? We have reached here at block 8 again. I want to know about is it painful? Now again, this AI will go through all the knowledge base information I've set, and it will read and go through all of that and will answer according to that knowledge base. Not, it won't reply anything arbitrary, but it will like be very specific from that knowledge base. Now that knowledge base which I have created is important that we provide each and every detail in that, right? It gives me an answer. Gum surgery can be painful, but a local anesthesia is used to numb the gums during the procedure, so it's usually not so painful. Do you have more questions? This time I'll say nope, and let's see if it goes to a next block and what it is. After I say nope, it says you can set up an appointment with us here. It gives you the link and then the chat closes. Alright, so this is the flow which I have created currently. It greets the user, it gives three options to the user, and the user can ask questions and the AI will answer them. And then the user can ask more questions, and then when the user is, you know, all the doubts are clear, then then the user is given the appointment link, on clicking of which the user can book the appointment. And then what? And then we, all the information what we have for the user, we have the option the user chosen in the first place, and we also have the different doubt the user has, right? The user asked. So we, all these variables that we have, all these information what we have of the user, we send it to an Excel sheet. All right, this Excel sheet is here. It's called Airtable. It's a different software. It's nothing but an Excel sheet or a table form. What we are doing here is we are sending these fields, right? If you remember, I told you about the variables, right? We have currently in this flowchart, if you could see, we have two variables. We have a question that the user has asked, and we have an option of one of the three options that the user has chosen, right? These are variables, and we have sent these variables to that Excel sheet. And let me check that Excel sheet and see the problem, if the information is sent. And here you can see in the ninth row, the problem and the query has been sent to the Excel sheet. So here we have captured the information and we can reach out to the user. All right, going back to the Voiceflow software, and yeah, after we send the information to that Airtable, the chat gets ended. Now, what if we want to know about the name and the email address of the user, right? Let me create another block, and you can before saying you can set up an appointment with us, let me create another block asking about the user email and the name, right? And we'll send that name and email to the Excel sheet, right? Okay, for nope, let me remove this arrow. Let me create another text saying what's your name, right? And the user will give an input, and that input can go to capture. Entire user reply, the value the user gives, I'll store that in a variable again. Now that variable can be, I'm setting up a new variable here, um, as name. All right, and again I'll pick this, I'll make it a duplicate, and I'll create another one for email, right? Email, and the output, the reply which the user has given, I'll store it in a variable called email. Email. All right. Cool, I guess. Nope. Nope, nope. All right. It's not changing. Mm-hmm. There's some problem. Creating a new variable, it's not creating on. All right, let me create another one from scratch then. Right, let me delete this block and create a text and a capture saying what's your email. What's your email? It's small. All right. And the capture, the user has replied, I'm storing it to email variable. Email, and then a plus icon. Why doesn't it stores? Mhm. Last utterance. All right. Cool. I'll use this variable called last utterance and I'll send it to the Excel sheet, right? So do you have more questions? When the user replies as no, it asks for the user's name. After his or her name, it asks for his or her email ID, and then back to setting up an appointment, right? Mm-hmm. All right. After getting the email, it goes to the appointment, and then when we are sending the details to the Excel sheet, we can mention two more variables here. Name. The name variable is called name, right? Now this is a JSON. It's nothing but a structure of information. And apart from name, we can send the email as well. Email. But the variable name here is called last utterance. All right. And that's it. Yes. Okay. Now one more thing we have to do is we have to go to Airtable. We have to create a column for name. Discard new field name, which could be a long text or single line text. Can it be a long text? Create field, and then a column for email, right? Now this can be a long text as well. Now these field names can have to be exactly same to these field names that we are sending, right? That's the game here. Yeah, I think so. We have got it. Let me test the whole chatbot again, and then we can see if it's working fine or not. Let me start it from scratch, from the starting. Welcome to the Peel Dental Studio. I'm a chatbot. What do you want to know about? I want to know about root canal. All right. Oh, so you want to learn about the root canal? Yes, a toothache can be very unpleasant, blah blah blah, and then it goes to block 8. What else do you want to know about this? About the cost? Does it give the cost? Uh, it does. And then it asks, do you have more questions? And I'll say no. And it asks me, what's your name? I reply as Nikhil. It asks me, what's your email? I'll say email@email.com. Okay, then it gives me the appointment link and then it ends. Now let me check if the information. Now there are four variables now. Let me check if all the four variables have gone to that table which you have created, right? All right, it has, luckily. Root canal, the cost, which was my question, my name and my email address, all for information are being captured here. Now what will happen here is that this Excel sheets access will be given to the dental clinic's owner, and he or she can reach out to the user, can solve their problems on mobile phone, can book more appointments, right? This AI chatbot is being used by so many startup owners or clinicians or small uh, entities or companies, and this is so brilliant since there need not be any person on the back end sitting 24/7 solving their queries. No, this system which we have generated, right, which we have created, this is a very small system, but imagine if there are hundreds and hundreds of blocks in this, and we're using AI, so it's not hard coded, nothing is hard coded. Each of the responses of the user and each of the options that we give are customized on the go. This is how exactly how companies can leverage AI to become more efficient and make more money. That is our only agenda. And if you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel or you can reach out to us. In the description below there will be my email address and my LinkedIn ID. You can check my profile, and you can email me, ask me your queries, and you can ask us to build you your chatbot, which is the need of the hour, right? So I know were a lot of technicalities here. We talked about APIs, we talked about intent of the user, uh, and I think you got some idea, a rough idea in general how a AI chatbot works, and this was the agenda for this video. Thank you and have a good night and good day. Thank you. Bye bye.